O51 Kiddo, who is well known for dissing his deceased Opps, was incarcerated for nearly his entire childhood. Kiddo would use a gun to carry out an armed robbery on October 26, 2012, in the Chicago neighborhood of Bronzeville at the 4800 block of Champlain Avenue. It was for this heist that he was imprisoned for 10 years. Kiddo served a total of 3,796 days in prison, 10 years, 4 months, and 24 days, before being ultimately freed on April 5, 2023. Up until June 4th, Kiddo remained under house arrest for a period of 60 days. Disappointingly, Kiddo, the Chicago drill rapper with a turbulent past, is reportedly facing legal issues once more as a result of his arrest in 2024. This latest arrest, which took place on February 10, 2024, is purportedly related to several gun accusations, opening a new chapter in Kiddo's tumultuous legal past. Welcome, here is the story of Kiddo. Please stay put while I go into Kiddo's past in detail in this video. O51 Young Money is a set of maniac cobras, Black P, Stones, and gangster disciples located in the Bronzeville neighborhood on 51st Street and Cottage Grove Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. O51 Young Money is one of Chicago's most hated gangs due to them being responsible for multiple high-profile murders, including the 2013 murder of L.A. Capone and the 2017 murder of Bobo. Alright, allow me to take you all back more than 10 years to the time before O51 Young Money was formed. On November 8, 1995, in Chicago, Illinois, O51 Kiddo, whose actual name is Lovell Adams, was born. He lived with his younger brother, O51 Preboy, his mother, grandmother, and his father, who was still active in the streets, but he was not living with the family at that time. Kiddo had a difficult upbringing as the family was poor, so he developed an early affinity for the streets. He dreamed of becoming rich after observing the opulent lifestyles of the kingpins in his area, which motivated him to enter the streets at the age of 10. This marked the start of new problems for him. He was kicked out of junior high because he was getting into fights. By the time he was kicked out of school, he was already deep in the streets. In February of 2011, Kiddo, then only 15 years old, came dangerously close to death. A car approached Kiddo as he was walking home, and when he saw the car, he started to run for his life. The gunman then opened fire, striking Kiddo 3 times, once in the back, 1 bullet grazed his arm, and once in the behind. After being taken to the hospital in critical condition, the doctors were able to save his life. They informed him that it was a near miss. Had he been entered a minute later for his gunshot wounds, he would not have survived. Kiddo underwent a 2-week hospital stay in order to get the bullets removed. 2 weeks later, the hospital released him. Following his release, he kept a low profile for 2 months until he recovered completely. Following his recovery, O51 Kiddo chose to pursue a career in rap, going under the name Kiddo the Drilla. On December 17, 2011, Kiddo collaborated with Lil Mick, Boss Smooth, and 800 Pyro and made a song named 800 Young Money. On December 28, 2011, Kiddo made another song featuring Boss Smooth where he would diss his rivals such as Chief Keef, E-Die, and attacked gangs such as THF46, O-Block, Lamron, and more. On one verse of the song raps, "Drop a body like Quint and Tony. Bang bang no Chief Keef. Like Lomo. Him, and he had to go. Lamron ain't on. Them ninjas ain't gon' shoot." On April 5, 2012, Kiddo was arrested for unknown charges and was sentenced to 6 weeks. He was released on May 18, 2012. On May 29, 2012, Kiddo was arrested again for unknown charges and was sentenced to 90 days. While locked up, he would lose a close friend, who was Antonio Davis Fathead, a 14-year-old O51 Young Money member who was shot and killed on June 22, 2012 by the rival 600 gang. Whereas Kiddo said it will be 100 drills for Shoddy when he gets out. He was finally released on August 28, 2012. On October 26, 2012, Kiddo would commit an armed robbery with a firearm on the 4800 block of Champlain Avenue in the Bronzeville neighborhood of Chicago. This would be the robbery that got him arrested for 10 years. There are rumors circulating that around this time Kiddo caught 3 bodies, but there is no concrete evidence, so I'll leave that part out for this video. On October 27, 2012, Kiddo released his final song before his arrest, which was a remix to I Got Dat Sack by Yo Gotti. Kiddo remixed the song in honor of rapper Lil Jojo, who was close with. JoJo was killed in September 2012, where he also had a I Got Dat Sack remix. In Kiddo's remix, he would diss Lil Reese, E-Die, O.D. Perry, and multiple of gangs including his dead rivals. On one verse, Kiddo raps, "Don't be lacking ninja. Lil Reese you be snitching. E-Die ain't no drilla. Nah. Them hit squad ninjas." This would be Kiddo's final month before his arrest. He also turned 17 this month. On November 1st, 2012, at 9:40 a.m., 19-year-old 600-member Trix was sitting in his vehicle parked inside an alleyway in the 5700 block of South Prairie Avenue when a gunman walked up to the driver's side where Trix was sitting and opened fire. Trix was pronounced dead at 10:30 a.m. Kiddo would change his Twitter profile to Trix for Dead BDK and diss Trix multiple of times. On November 12, 2012, at 6:35 p.m., Kiddo was arrested after he was positively identified for the October 2012 armed robbery. According to Kiddo, he was coming back from Domino's to get his grandmother pizza, and when he arrived home, police arrested him. He was booked in Cook County Department of Corrections. While awaiting his sentence in jail, in December 2012, Kiddo allegedly got into a fight with King Von in Cook County Jail, according to King Von's friend and famous O Block member T. Roy on a since-deleted tweet. Tweeted about King Von beating up Kiddo. However, it is confirmed Kiddo and King Von were cellmates for a month and they were cool, according to an interview of Kiddo himself.
Well, at one point, you and King Von end up in the same cell.
In Cook County, Division 5. We was in CO5.
In Cook County, how does that happen, man? Because I'm pretty sure it had to have been a mistake, right? Because they should have known to keep you guys away from each other.
Nah, they don't be knowing who you in the cell with. It don't matter.
Really?
No, it don't matter. They just gonna put you in the cell whoever they want you to put you in the cell with. It don't really matter though. It ain't gonna matter.
So you walk in your cell and you see King Von. What's your first reaction?
No reaction.
No reaction.
I'm from Young Money O51. It wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't nothing to it. Alright, what's up, bro? You know what's going on. Alright, bet. What's up? We cool. It wasn't not like that.
On September 11, 2014, Kiddo was sentenced to 21 years and was placed in Menard Correctional Center, where multiple O51 Young Money members were upset. Due to Chicago's law where you only serve 50% of your sentence, Kiddo's release date was set to March 2027. In 2014, while Kiddo was serving his prison sentence, his younger brother, known as O51 Preboy, who is also a member of O51 Young Money, was locked up for the murder of Aaron from P Block. Rumor has it that Aaron was shot by Preboy over narcotics. On the 1st of September, 2019, Kiddo will lose a close friend known as O51 Melly. Melly was attending a party at 6107 South St. Lawrence in Chicago, where he would be backdoored and killed by Nate 007 from Taekwon World. Taekwon World is a set of gangster disciples and Black P Stones, located in the West Woodlawn neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. Taekwon World was created by the death of 13-year-old known as Taekwon, who was murdered in cold blood. O51 Young Money retaliated by killing Richie Jerk, who was billionaire Black's little brother, in the year of 2020. It has been heavily alleged that he played a part in the death of Get Right, who the party on that day was attended for. While Kiddo was incarcerated, he experienced stress and depression, and the loss of Melly affected him greatly. He was pleading to be released from prison. After serving 7 years in prison, Kiddo's brother, Preboy, was released from prison in July 2021, but he was locked up again in 2023 for violating his bond. He just had 3 warrants issued for violation of parole for new charges. This was the same year Kiddo will be released from prison. On December 30th, 2022, while on a call with rapper Teet B. Nez, Kiddo claimed he only had 90 days left. His parole date changed from March 2024 to June 2023. 2 months later, in March 2023, his parole date changed from June 20th, 2023 to April 5th, 2023. On April 5, 2023, Kiddo was finally released from prison after serving 10 years, 4 months, and 24 days, which is 3,796 days in total. Kiddo was still placed on house arrest for 60 days until June 4th. A video showed Kiddo listening to NBA YoungBoy in the car after being picked up. The day after his release, Kiddo went live, and it turned out those 10 years in prison didn't change him, since he was back to dissing rivals like C-Die 600. C-Die is often referred to as 22 Shots, is a black disciple from the set 600. C-Die is the little brother of E-Die, and C-Die was also very close to O-Block and Front Street. He is currently serving a 38-year prison sentence for the murder of a cab driver known as Javon Boyd alongside fellow 600 member Rondo No. 9. On April 20th, 2023, Kiddo showed a snippet on Instagram Live of his song Stepping in Blood, which now has over 200,000 views on YouTube. A few weeks later on May 13th, he previewed another song titled Don't Play With Us, where he dissed L.A. Capone and other Black Disciples members. On the song, he raps, "I smoke Nusky, I smoke L.A., I smoke Lil Boo in this car. I got Woo inside this car. We blicked up in this car. Arrow told me when we catch him we gon' hop out leave him." In another song titled No Interviews, he dissed King Von. Kiddo remarked that despite the fact that they were in the same cell, he still despises King Von since Von was dissing his friends. O51 Kiddo and Tay Savage will face off by throwing diss records at each other. Tay Savage is a Chicago rapper who started rapping after being released in 2022 after being locked up for 8 years, similar to Kiddo's story. On June 17, 2023, Bookie DG and Tay Savage dropped a song titled Glocks 2, where Bookie DG dissed dead O51 Young Money members such as Melly and Fathead. A day later on June 18th, Kiddo would respond on Instagram showing a video of Bookie DG twerking and also dissing Tay Savage. Days later on June 22nd, Kiddo would make an Instagram story dissing King Von, Nunu, Thing, and Tay Savage's deceased friend Welch.
For them bread, y'all know I'm coming, y'all know I'm bumping. Bitch boys, you know, for what they talking about, I don't be seeing, nigga. Bro, nigga, ain't I'm out here in these trenches every day, nigga. I'm always in the rack. Ain't no catching me. You gotta work for this, bitch. Come out. Nigga, forever getting that game. Come out.
Tay Savage would respond by sneak dissing O51 Young Money rapper Lil Mark. On June 26th, Kiddo would make another story dissing Welch and other dead rivals again.
You heard that Drake.
Oh, that raw. No, we smoking Welch.
You did shit to get it ugly. They know that.
You know what's going on, big while we getting that game, this shit forever.
On June 26th, Kiddo released a music video for his song Don't Play With Us, reaching 100,000 views in 2 days. The music video featured Kiddo kissing his girlfriend, and multiple rivals started dissing his girl for being fat, including Tay Savage, where he called Kiddo's girlfriend a linebacker. The next day on June 27th, Tay Savage's manager Dedrick "Huncho" Baker was shot and killed from a gunshot wound to the head in the 4300 block of South Cottage Grove. Kiddo would respond by posting Mellyway on his story. On July 19th, 2023, a video of King Von in jail from October 2017 would be leaked showing King Von beating up Wyman Freaky, a O51 Young Money member who was close with Kiddo back in the day. The same day, Kiddo would respond by saying Freaky is not O51 Young Money. Then on July 23rd, Kiddo would post on Instagram, Von did him a favor, he beat that ass, shouldn't been lacking. Wyman Freaky would respond the same day by dissing Kiddo, saying Kiddo was his shorty back in the day, and also dissing his brother's pre-boy. Eventually, Kiddo started to pay less attention to his rivals and started to focus on his rap career more. He announced a mixtape and released music videos with known drill artists like Ruga, Drilla, and Lil Mo 6 Blocka. On August 2nd, 2023, Kiddo released his third music video, which was Step in Blood, which was the first song he previewed back in April. As of September 2023, the music video had 145,000 views. On August 26, 2023, Kiddo released his fourth music video titled Don't Respond, which featured other drill artists in the background such as Teep B Nez and Zodic Wap. Around the same time, Kiddo announced his mixtape titled Gettin' That Melly, which was supposed to drop on September 5th in honor of Antonio "Fathead" Davis's birthday. On August 28, 2023, Kiddo and Ruga collaborated and released a music video titled They Know. This video had over 200,000 views as of October 2023. On September 19, 2023, Kiddo released his sixth music video titled No Peace, which had around 40,000 views as of October 2023. On October 2, 2023, Kiddo and Drilla collaborated and released a music video titled Don't Play With Me. The original audio version was released in March 2023, which originally was just Drilla and 757BA, but 757BA's verse was removed and replaced with Kiddo's. At this point, Kiddo's music career was advancing quickly. His songs were being broadcast throughout Chicago, and admirers from other states and countries were beginning to take notice of him, aside from his Opps, who despised him. This was what Kiddo been waiting for all his life. While he was in prison, he thought he was never going to get back in the studio. But now he was not only running the streets but also the Chicago drill rap scene. But in the year of 2024, Kiddo's life is about to turn from good to worse. On the 8th of February, a rapper who belonged to a gang called THF46 called THFTP was murdered in cold blood. He was shot 7 times. His murder was caught on camera. The footage shows him being gunned down by 2 men while walking his kids and girlfriend. It was rumored he was holding a cardboard box for a child's homework assignment after picking up 3 daughters from school. This unfortunate incident left the world wondering when the streets stopped providing grace for innocent women and children. After seeing the real footage, YouTube bloggers put on their investigative hats and claimed that Kiddo was one of the 2 gunmen who had shot THFTP. They said the gunman had the same height as Kiddo and that he looked like him. This may or may not be the case, as THF46 gang, of which THF46TP was affiliated with, has a long-standing feud with O51 Young Money. Since being let out of jail, Kiddo has been dissing THF46 members. He even made fun of their deceased friends. The unthinkable will occur 2 days after THFTP's murder. On February 10, 2024, Kiddo, who has served 10 years and 4 months in jail, will be taken into custody for breaking his probation. 3 guns were discovered by the probation authorities at Kiddo's residence. It was extremely irresponsible of Kiddo to leave firearms at a resident address he gave the parole officers. He should have been more smarter and hid the weapons at a different address. While in jail, Kiddo was manhandled by a 600 member who was extremely large in size. Underestimating the seriousness of the accusations made against Kiddo, such as the designation of armed habitual criminal, would be incorrect. There are significant legal repercussions to such a designation. When you combine that accusation with the possession of stolen weapons, Kiddo's legal risk increases. If he is found guilty of both counts, he may even face jail time. In addition to the legal ramifications, these accusations may have a positive or negative impact on his career in the drill music scene and his community contributions. Kiddo's legal situation was further complicated by his association to gang life, as evidenced by charges related to possessing firearms as part of an unlawful group membership, possessing firearms while belonging to an unlawful gang, specifically. These allegations demonstrate the intersection between criminal justice and gang dynamics. Perceived identities can increase penalties associated with legal violations further. Kiddo's charges shed light upon wider social challenges faced by individuals caught up in such groups where opportunities for change and redemption often are obscured by past affiliations or actions taken within. I am afraid that this comes to the end of this video. What did you learn from this video? What did it teach you? Please let us know in the comments section below.